Oh my gosh, you all feel kind of embarrassed. I didn't know that video had sound. That's kind of annoying. I thought that that video, if you can see me right here, I thought this video, when it played, there was no sound to it. Um, okay, yeah, that's probably, well, I can't help it that it's creepy, you all. We're living in a world that's kind of wild right now. Oh, well, see, I didn't know. Well, we're going to fix that because I'm not going to have that video playing around, turning around in a circle. I don't want that, you all, because that's kind of rude. We'll just leave her right there. She can stand right there with that thing hooked up to her head. Okay. Yeah, so all right, you all. Yeah, I will play moderator. If I sense within my spirit that there is a troll on here, I will immediately take care of it myself. Even though the moderators may not sense it, I'll take care of it. There can't be any. There can't be any music playing. Um, where is the music coming from, you all? I cannot hear any music whatsoever. Do you all hear any music playing? I don't hear any playing whatsoever. Um, okay. Okay, I don't know who's saying that, but there is no. Let me put my face on here. There is no music playing. Yeah. Hello, Al O'Rider. Yeah. So, I got this. Boom. Okay, I take care of that too. Don't have to worry about that. I got to fix this filter on here, you all. Something on this filter. I don't know if you all can see it, but it's like creating. Look at that. How am I getting this digital thing in my eye? You all seeing that? I'm trying to get this digital thing off of my face. Oh, it's my cell phone. You all, that was my cell phone getting on my face. I was thinking, what is that on my face? Now I know what it was. It was my cell phone. Okay, you all. So we got that taken care of. Absolutely. Um, yeah, so if we have trolls on here, they're not going to last too long. They're not. So, you know what? So AI does need regulated. That's what they're saying, and that's what these schools of thoughts are talking about, how AI needs regulated, that it needs to be spoken about now while we have the opportunity before AI becomes too powerful. And they spoke about a super intelligent um, artificial intelligence species, a super intelligent. That's what we need to worry about. Yeah, I'm trying to get this thing fixed right here. I'm trying to fix this thing on my screen because I messed myself up, and that wasn't very nice, but that's okay. Yeah. Um, no. Um, let me get this, people. Yeah, I'm not as lenient as my moderators are on here, you all. I just want you to know I am not that lenient for repeat offenders, okay? They're coming on here trying to distract my train of thought. But guess what? That's okay. So, we was right here. I've shared this video. Is the Borg in the future? And you can see, you can look at it. It's got Mr. Musk on here. And there is actually, I went through the comments, and there are actually a lot of people who have said, I've read them, that he's an evil man and that he's super intelligent. But I do have a video I want to show you, just a little bitty, teeny, tiny clip where he's warning about the dangers of a super intelligent species, is what he's warning about. And I'm going to go to it. I'm going to let you hear it. Yes. So we're gonna find it, and I will tune myself out as soon as I get over here to it.
That would be insane.
Let me put this right here. Just 1 second. We're gonna put you on Mr. Musk. I'm gonna mute me.
Developing AI safely. This is extremely important. I think the danger of AI is much greater than the danger of nuclear warheads by a lot. And nobody would suggest that we allow anyone to just build nuclear warheads if they want. That would be insane. And mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than nukes. Far. So why do we have no regulatory oversight? This is insane.
Well, it's a question you've been asking for a long time. I think it's a question that's come to the forefront over the last year, where you begin to realize that it doesn't necessarily, I think if we've all been focused in on the idea of artificial superintelligence, right? Which is clearly a danger, but maybe a little further out. What's happened over the last year is you've seen what I've been calling artificial stupidity. You're talking about, algorithmic manipulation of social media. Like we're in it now. It's starting to happen. How do we? What's the intervention at this point?
I'm not really all that worried about the short-term stuff. Things that are, like narrow AI is not a species-level risk. It will result in dislocation, in lost jobs, and sort of better weaponry and that kind of thing. But it is not a fundamental species-level risk, whereas digital superintelligence is. So it's really all about laying the groundwork to make sure that if humanity collectively decides that creating digital superintelligence is the right move, then we should do so very, very carefully. Very, very carefully. This is the most important thing that we could possibly do. And that
there is
I did it again. I'm sitting here and I'm talking and there's no sound. Oh my God. Balki Balkran. Oh my goodness, you all. Yeah, you can practice your lip. You can read my lips. You practice reading my lips, you all. Oh my gosh, you all. That's not funny. I'm not good with technology. Okay, I'm not. No, I'm even watching the comments coming up on here. I'm sitting here watching the comments come on the screen, and I'm not seeing you all comment. That's kind of embarrassing. They were talking about AI. The professor was, can AI hack our love? Because they were talking about hacking the brain. Can AI hack the love that's inside of us, the love that we feel inside of us, that gift of love? Can they hack it? And he couldn't answer it. He could not answer it. He tried. He tried to say, well, AI will be able to detect, when a person's sick and stuff like that, based on their body temperature and the reactions and things like that. But no, it could not hack the love. It can't. It's not capable of it. It's he wants it to be. I think he wants it to be. I do. But it was he's got some lot of interesting talks that he does. He does. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you all, I just can't believe this. I really can't. But that's okay. That's all right. I shouldn't even got on here. I shouldn't have got on here.
There is other intelligent.
Okay, you all. I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna mute myself, and I'm gonna put you on here. He's talking about this super intelligence, and so you can watch this. I'm gonna be muted, and I'm going to remember to push the button. I'm gonna push the button now.
Life outside the Earth.
Digital superintelligence will be like an alien. The way to think of it is imagine is a dangerous situation. I mean, narrow AI, like giving a lever. Now you just get in, you press the button, and that's taken for granted. So autonomy will be widespread. I think one of the most troubling questions is artificial intelligence, and I don't mean narrow AI, like vehicle autonomy. I would put in the narrow AI class. It's narrowly trying to achieve a certain function. But deep artificial intelligence, or what is sometimes called artificial general intelligence, where you could have AI that is much smarter than the smartest human on Earth. This, I think, is a dangerous situation.
Why it is dangerous? I mean, there is two views. One view is artificial intelligence will help humanity. There is another school of thought is artificial intelligence is a threat to humanity. Why is it?
Well, I think it's both. It's like one way to think of it is imagine we were going to be visited. Imagine you're very confident that we were going to be visited by super intelligent aliens in, let's say, 10 years or 20 years at the most. Super intelligent.
So you think within 20 years
yes,
we'll have alien in Earth?
Well, digital superintelligence will be like an alien.
It will be like an alien.
Yeah.
But my question is, do you think there is other intelligent life outside the Earth?
It seems probable, but I think this is one of the great questions in physics and philosophy, is where are the aliens? Maybe they're among us, I don't know. Some people think I'm an alien. Not true. Not true.
But maybe we are alien.
Of course I'd say that,
maybe
wouldn't
we
I?
are alien, Ellen. I mean, if you look at this part of the world,
Yeah.
they believe that human beings are not from Earth. They came from somewhere else. Eve
Maybe.
and Adam came from somewhere else to Earth. So in a way, human being alien to this land. Do you think we'll make contact with alien within the next 50 years?
Well, that's a really tough one to say. I mean, if there are super intelligent aliens out there, they're probably already observing us. That would seem quite likely, and we just are not smart enough to realize it. But like.
Okay, so he said he feels that the super intelligent aliens are probably already observing us. Super intelligent aliens. So for him to make that statement, he knows that they're out there and they're far more superior. They're like the digital super intelligence. That's what he said, digital super intelligent. And I think that's what's coming in our future. I really, really do. That's where we're headed. And I think that I don't think we can stop it. I don't think we can stop it, you all. Maybe one day we can, but in the time being, I don't think there's anything we can do because it's way more powerful, okay? We can do our own individual part. We can. I can do my part. You can do your part. But stopping it, they're not going to stop the advances in technology. They're not. They're not going to stop their scientific studies of any of this. They're not. It's fast forward. Okay, it is. It's fast forward. Full steam ahead to discover the unknown. So it is important. It is. Yeah, they have to tell us, and I think they did tell us. They did. And it's good to shed some light on this. There may be some who don't want to hear this. But I'm sorry, it's happening. Our lives are changing. Our lives have changed. I never thought when I was a child that I would be able to talk to people from all over the world. Of course, I never thought like that, but still, that technology wasn't around when I was little. It wasn't. Technology is so far advanced, and it's even more advanced than what we realize. And who would have thought that there would be 3D printers? You can do a 3D printer. It reminds me of the replicator on Star Trek. They go to that thing and they tell the replicator what they want to eat, and they give it the food or drink or whatever that is they do. They can just make it. I think the aliens, the super intelligent aliens, are already on this earth. I do. I think they're already here. Okay? And that is, I think, what they have to raise a red flag over. They're here and they're watching us. And one day, if we're not careful, they will overtake us. They'll overtake the human race. So I think we're in the very beginning of that period. AI is here. Technology can be used for good, and it has many good purposes, but if it fell in the wrong hands, which I'm sure it will, it can be used against us in a not too good of a way. They already have technology that can make blind people see, that can make people who are paralyzed walk. And it reminds me of this show I saw a long time ago. It might have been a movie. It was called like a Left Behind. And it was like, I don't know who it was. They put these virtual reality glasses on and stuff, and they went into this virtual reality world. And this guy who couldn't walk, he could walk. This woman who couldn't see, she could see. That's what happened. They're able to do all that kind of stuff. Hello, bang bang maka bang. Yeah. So our world is changing, and we're changing, and I wouldn't want this to be the topic that I speak on all the time. I wouldn't, because it'd be too depressing. It would. I can speak on it a tad bit, and then, change the subject. That's what I like to do. I like to go to something else, because if all my videos were like this, it would kind of get boring. It's good to have variety in our life. It really is. Hello. I'm sure they can multiply themselves. They can replicate. I'm sure, like that Star Wars movie, that white drone army or whatever they were. How is it that they had developed that army? Now, I'm not a Star Wars person. They had been making that army for a long, long, long time. They had it ready to put it right into action, is what they had it to do. Yeah. Well, the one thing we can do is we can raise awareness. We can. And at least they're getting the word out there. I can look at it from both sides, okay? Yeah, tell us what's happening, because, we want to prepare. We want to know what's coming. We do want to know what's coming. so we can prepare ourselves spiritually and any other way we feel we need to. It's good to know. It's good that they're having these conversations, you all. It is. It's good that they're getting out there and doing it. You can see it. You can look for the good in it, but you can also see the dangers about what they're warning about. And I think Mr. Musk said he wanted everybody to be able to have like a symbiotic relationship with AI in order to coexist or something. But I know he wants to go to Mars. He wants to die on Mars or go to Mars. He'd rather die there than on the Earth. I think he said in that last interview at that World Summit that they had. I know it's like CI. It's like a CGI movie, like a fake movie, but it's not fake. It's real. It's all real. But it's okay. We're going to make it. You're going to make it. I'm going to make it. And I do want to apologize for that first part of this video. The music was on, and I didn't know the music ever played in the background on this OBS studio. And then I had a muted out section where I didn't push the mute button. But that's okay, you all. Do you all have any questions you want to ask? I've got a few minutes. That if you had questions you want to ask, I can ask it. I can come over to this screen. I can come over to this screen right here, and I can look at the comments, and yeah. The lines are becoming blurred. What type of lines, Susan B? Yeah. That's okay, you all. You have your theories about Mars. You believe it was a civilization on that planet at some point. And do you think they came here? I've heard that the moon landing was fake. I've heard that. I think a lot of people are going to make it. Is it going to be easy? I don't think it's going to be easy at all. Yeah, I think they do. They like to watch, they also like to watch to try to survive. It's a game. I think so. It's somebody compared it to like the Hunger Games, you all. Mark, I don't like to go there. I really don't. It's not really one of my favorite topics. Yeah. Well, thank you, Alan. That's so nice of you. Yeah, if you all have anything you want to ask, you can go right ahead. No, we're not allowed on the moon, I guess because another species is there, or we got ran off the moon. I think that's what happened. We got ran off the moon, you all. Yeah. I gotta be in the mood to do a dance, you all. I'm not in the mood to do any type of a dancing, at all. All my canning is done. The she shed is done. It's cold here. It's going to get around 30 something tonight. Yeah. Let me see something. Let me see something. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a little cold. It is, you all. No, I'm not going to do a dance video anytime soon. I'm not. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I hope I'm still on myself over here. Let me see something, you all. I tell you what I can do. If I can, let me just hold on one moment. I might, so I gotta find this. I might show something, you all. I gotta try to look at my one thing I've got going on here. See if we can look at it. Yeah. Oh. Do I think AI is in control of us now? Do I? No, but they're going to be in control. They want them in control is what I think. They want AI in control, you all. I really do think that. But it's all right, I guess. It's fine. There's nothing we can do about it. There really isn't at all. I'm going to take you all over here to my pictures. It's just an array of pictures that I had taken. And yeah, I want to, but I don't want to, you all. I want to, but I don't want to, but I will. And let's look at this, you all. We're going to look at some pictures. I want you to look at this because this literally is, if you can see this, this literally was in the western sky, and it was around late afternoon. That right there is a ship right there in the sky. I don't know if you all can see it that well, but it was a ship. I only had seen it one other time before in the sky. Of course, here's some more ships. Yes. This right here, look at this. This is one of those plasma rods. Look how big that plasma rod was, you all. It was absolutely massive that came down. It really was. These are just a few ships that I took pictures of. And this is some kind of a light being. Some kind of a light being. I think my, okay, no, we didn't, it's some kind of a light being, you all. And you know, if here's my yard right here. So this is the western yard, and you can see the sun. It was way up here. If I could bring that out, I'm gonna see if I can bring that out. I really am going to see if I can bring that out anymore. I cannot bring it out very much at all. Maybe I can like kind of bring it out over there, but I don't know if you all can see it that well. I probably cannot see it that well. You can't really see it that well. But this was where that ship was located in the sky, right in this area, right there. You can vaguely see it, and I don't want to save it. I do not want to save that. I think I messed my stuff up, you all. I think I got locked out of it, is what I think happened. But that's okay. I guess I will have to get locked out of it, and it's all right. Let me do this. We can do this. We go back to this screen, and of course these are those extraterrestrials. You can see them in the inverted mode. Now this is really interesting. You all have seen these in these books. Okay, these orbs, they're here. They're the circle orbs, and they are the rods. And look at this. Look at the ripples that are on the end of these right here. It's kind of like the plasma stuff, but then we have all of these. And this was an image that I had taken of the sun, and these were all around the sun. Okay, these were all around the sun. And somebody shared that picture, and I thought, oh wow, they do exist. They do. This is the other rim, but we can't really see it that well. We can't. If I can like get that through there, you all. I'm trying to see these pictures, and I can't really make them out. I can't make them out that well. I rarely go to this hard drive that I've got, but that's okay, you all. You can literally see these beings right here. You can see their brow, and they got little eyes in their heads. Nobody going to be sunbathing on the patio, you all. No, it's not happening. No sunbathing on the patio. Yeah. Oh, see, somebody wasn't nice. That's okay. You get yourself in trouble if you don't want to be nice at all. Yep. I think it's, well, I'm not going to say it. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Yes, we got some good moderators. We really do. Boom. Yeah. Oh, it's too bad that people come on here and they don't like to behave. It really is too bad, because they could have a good time, but they don't, because they want to just do whatever they do, whatever it is. It's okay. You don't want to behave. That's all right. I guess you don't have to behave if you want to get yourself in trouble. You go right ahead, you all. They can go right ahead and get themselves in trouble. Yes. Yeah, they do. They have an elongated head. Now I'm just going to look at some of these ships, you all. I'll try to make them a tad bit big for you. I do have a playlist called UFO Ships on this YouTube channel. I do. Ooh. I just want to go through these a little bit faster. Just like that. I hope I'm on here, you all. Am I on here, or am I just talking to myself? Okay, I'm not just talking to myself. Well, that's great. That is just great, because I don't want to. There's major storms over the ocean. Oh, wow. Yes, I'm live, and I'm just going through some screenshots is what I'm doing. Yeah. Well, I thought that he wasn't married to her anymore. That's what I thought. He wasn't married to her anymore. But, or he was she just had a baby by him, and that was all it was. Yeah, I think that's all it was. She just had a baby. Yeah, I'm trying to find these, just going through these pictures. I haven't been here in a while. Of course, I haven't taken pictures of ships in a while either. Yes. Oh, well, that's pretty cool. I like this picture. It's pretty neat. With these ships. Yeah, you would like to see it here. Boom. Well, you all, I am going to go. I've been on here a tad bit longer than I expected, but I want to thank you all. Let me get over here. I want to thank you all for coming on here, and yeah, that's all right. I try to come on every night, and sometimes well, yeah, things don't play out. Things don't play out the way they're supposed to. They don't. But I want to thank you all for coming on here. I do. And I want to thank you, moderators. I know we were kind of busy on here. Really busy. Love you too, King Ohuka Mundo. Thank you, O Ryder, Apple Brooks, and King Ohuka Mundo. Yes. Was Apple Brooks on here? I think she was on here before. That's okay. It's Susan B. TV. Thank you. Yeah, thank you all for being on here. Oh, you so very welcome, you all. Thank you for taking time out of your day to come on here. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. And thank you once again. And I do have playlists that I put together that might interest you if you go on my YouTube channel. I never knew people had playlists, but they do. Let me see where you can find it at. I want to try to show you where you can find the playlist. You can go right here, and it has different playlists on here. You got What Did He Say in Nature. It's got some pretty walks out in nature. You can go there. Well, you're not going to look at that. But yeah, you can go look at nature and life's words, all this kind of stuff. I got a thing with artificial intelligence. So, yeah. And I got a thing with dancing videos and some plasma. So thank you once again, and I hope you have a wonderful